What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Money Grand National Series, and welcome to a new season of the Money Grand National Series, I should say. This is the second season. Finally, it's here. Money Grand National Series, back at Daytona. Man, am I excited for this one. Daytona, the season opener, always an exciting event, no matter what series it is. Wow, these cars are loud. We got that feeling once again here. Heading down the backstretch. We're well into turn 3 now. Paul Menard is your pole sitter. A bunch of MG Cup drivers in the field today, trying to get a feel for the pack, for the track, and just trying to learn some stuff for tomorrow. Paul Menard, your pole sitter, with Tony Stewart starting to his outside. Behind him is the 20 of Denny Hamlin, and the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Then it's the 1 of J.J. Yaley and the 21 of Kevin Harvick. Rounding out the top 6. Green flag in the air. We are racing at Daytona. Turns 3 and 4 for the first time here today. Contact already as Hamlin takes the lead from Menard. Going to the front of the pack instantly here, as we're already 3 wide. Heading through the tri-oval now. But here comes the 06 of Mark Martin. Martin tried to steal the lead in that one, but couldn't quite lead the lap. We got a break in the pack, and we got one getting turned to the infield, into the grass, almost into the grass. He's going to come back up, and we got a big wreck in turn 1. The 35 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. involved. Up and over is the 28 of Kenny Wallace. Or no, Jeff Green, excuse me, in the 28 car. And more contact. It's Brett Rowe in the 05. Jake Kennington. Mark Mitchell. Racing back around to the line. Mark Martin, your leader. Coming back to the caution flag here. It's going to be all Mark Martin and Paul Menard. 1-2. And David Reagan in the 6 car is going to take 3rd. What in the world just happened? Sam Hornish all torn up. 2 laps in already. Carnage. We had one on the apron there. It was the 42, I believe, of Juan Montoya. Yeah, Juan Pablo Montoya on the apron having some sort of problem. That car. There you go. On his side, and oh man, they just kept hitting each other. Let's take one more look at it. It's at the 11 into the wall, and then trying to avoid it, they all got together. The 28 gets up under the hood of the 05 and just rolls over. Rolls on top of Sam Hornish. Lands on his side. A wild ride for Jeff Green there. Not the way he wanted to kick off the season. But yeah, that's just Daytona. That's plate racing for you. Here we go. A little bit of inexperience on some of these drivers' parts. Trying to learn the track, and that's the result. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Daytona. Mark Martin, your leader. Here comes Paul Menard. Here comes Hamlin pushing Menard as David Reagan way back did not get going there, but Martin with a shorter way around on the bottom gets clear. Now heading down the backstretch, lots of lane changing. throughout the field here. Drivers trying to figure out what lane they want to be in. A lot of drivers prefer being on the bottom so they can have an escape route. But some of these drivers daring to go to the top, try to make some moves, and work their way to the front here. 3 wide off of turn 4. They are tight together as they squeeze through turn 4 as the 8 of Dale Jr. works his way up into the top 3. Now behind this DEI teammate, that's the 15 of Paul Menard. Here we go. Hamlin now back to the inside. Look at how bunched up, how close they are further back in the pack. Something tells me this will not last too long. And whoops. Close quarters, tight racing here. Some of the best action you'll see here from Daytona. These guys all over each other. Now heading into turns 1 and 2 once again. All over the back of the 6. Trying not to get into him there, but he's staying right there behind them, trying their best to get those cars to just slice through the air and get a bit of a run going there. They're not going anywhere though. Here comes the 22 of David Strimmy hopping up right in front of them. And now Menard looking to block the 26. That's not gonna work. It somehow did. They're gonna keep it straight for now. Now remember, this race is 30 laps, unlike the past series that was reduced by 5%. These races at Daytona are still 30 laps, so yeah, there's that. Two now, down the back straightaway. Getting crazy here from Daytona. Stewart trying to block the 20. Pinched him there. It got really close. And that is his MG Cup Series teammate as well. Now here comes... Whoa! Moves being made. Martin went up the block. Earnhardt and Jr. hopped down to the bottom. Dale Jr. now takes the lead. Here comes the 2 of Clint Boyer up into the mix as well, with Denny Hamlin pushing him. That car is a rocket as he works his way to the front. And that is a teammate pretty much to Dale Jr. as well there. So now, here comes Hamlin. What can Hamlin do by himself? Absolutely nothing. He's going to need some sort of draft if he wants to make that work. They are all over each other back here. I'm not sure how they are making it, but they are right on each other. You know how easy it is to lift the rear tires of someone off the ground as well. We got a few stragglers back here as well though, but man, the main pack seems to be in good condition for the moment. 3, oh boy, now they're starting to bunch up. Now it's starting to get crazy. The top 4 breaking away from the rest of the field. Everybody else in the middle of an absolute battle royale back there. Everybody fighting tooth and nail for every spot. As here comes the 87 of Joe Nemechek up into the top 5. Everybody fighting for that top 5 spot. Curtis Davis in the 77 up into the mix and falling back. Here comes Kelly Byers. J.J. Yaley right behind him. Jimmy Johnson behind him. That other Lowe's car is the 5 of Kyle Busch. Johnson's Hendrick teammate. This is some intense racing here from Daytona. And they're starting to catch the lead, the top 4 there as well. Hamlin hops back in the line. Boyer gets hung out to dry as here comes the 87 of Nemechek to his inside. Through the corner, and now he's going to fall back. As here comes the 1 of Yaley. with a run. Here comes the 06 of Martin to the inside. He's going to take the lead from Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they go side by side once again from Daytona. And they are way too far out. They are way ahead. This is going to allow everybody behind them to get a run. As here comes Denny Hamlin. With them being side by side like that, the draft is even bigger. And Hamlin gets a huge run. He sucks up behind the 06 car. He's going to try to get to his inside and take the lead down the back straightaway. He's got no help, though. He's going to have to do it all on his own. We already know that is not possible here. Will we catch some lap traffic? Cars coming off of turn 4, way off pace. Kerry Earnhardt, Todd Bodine, and David Gilliland all way off the pace here across the start-finish line. Will they be a factor? Wide through turns 1 and 2. Nemechek nearly got into the back of the 1. He pulls to the inside. 3 wide into the middle. With these bumps on this old Daytona surface. Wow, what a move from Kyle Busch. Aggressive block. Bottom to top across 2 lanes, but he made it work. As he hopped in front of Hamlin. Now back down in front of the 26 of McMurray. Or excuse me, that's Cleaver. Todd Cleaver. Here, top 2. Oh, and they're pulling out. They're making moves at the absolute worst time. Who's going to get the short end of the stick here? Who's going to get picked off? Oh, how about a double pick and roll? They're going to bunch the whole field up, side by side, in front of your leaders, and that's going to slow everybody down. Here comes Jimmy Johnson through the middle, trying to take advantage. Now up way high. Oh, we got trouble. They're wrecking off turn 2. It's Casey Kane in the 9, the 16 of Biffle, the 33 of Stewart, and the 77 of Curtis Davis, and they're still making contact back there. A couple cars coming off turn 2, but everybody else is going to make it through cleanly. Caution is out. We got one in the wall once again. It's the 32 of Bill Elliott. Look out! Look out! Oh man! Gets clobbered by the 34 of Steve Grissom. Elliott was a last-second addition to the field. So I found out he ran, like, what, 1 race that season for the team. I decided to throw him in there and let him race. Bill Elliott, the most popular driver, taken out here from Daytona. My bad, I got a text from my mom that I had to check there. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. See what all just went down. They caught some lap traffic, and it all just broke loose there. Greg Biffle got turned, and look at that. The 33 just gets hooked. No, that's the 77 that got hooked into the 33. Biffle got into the back of Curtis Davis. They all stacked up from the lap traffic, and there was just nowhere to go. There's another car involved in that. I didn't see that. That was the 18. It's Brad Coleman in the 18 car. He was able to save it. Didn't get any serious damage, but definitely got slowed down from that. He was probably going to lose a couple spots there. There were 2 cars that were kind of tailing the field there. Probably got by him. And that's the first wreck. They went hard into the outside wall. And then further down, the 32, Bill Elliott, just gets shuffled into the outside wall. He's on the high side. He tried to take advantage of the lap cars and sneak by up high and just ran out of room. So what happened to him? Oh, Hamlin gets into the back of him. Sends him down into the 22, and he goes hard into the safer barrier, and then the 34 just nowhere to go. That's Steve Grissom in the 34 car. So two of the drivers with the most experience in the field taken out in that wreck, racing back to the caution, and unfortunate end to their day. Coming back around to the green. Pace car is in. We're off once again. Menard leads us to the green flag. For the second time in this race, he did start on the pole, so he's managed to find his way back up to the front. Kelly Byers to his outside, and how about Kelly Byers? He's having a pretty nice run today in his rookie season. Driving for the 4017, the Darty car, or excuse me, the JTG car. Now down the backstretch, here comes the 26, a Todd Cleaver with a run. He gets underneath Shane Huffman in the 88, another rookie. There's a lot of rookies in the field. I say there's just as many rookies as there are Cup drivers in the field, and they're all trading blows back and forth. It goes from Cup driver to rookie to a Cup driver once again, and we're going to see that happen once again as Cleaver goes to the inside, and he's going to take the lead from Paul Menard. David Reagan right behind him. Going to try to follow his teammate through. Menard trying to get back to the bottom. Can't quite. Reagan up to second. He's got a teammate behind him. There's two Dish Network cars at the front of the field as Mark Martin splits his teammate 3 wide and decides to get up there for himself. We are within 10 to go, so it's every man for themselves at this point. And Mark Martin working his way back to the front. He's got a loyal pusher from Denny Hamlin right on his bumper, and now goes to the top to pick up his teammate. Goes back down to the bottom to block Hamlin. Hamlin not lifting, stuck his nose in there and was daring Martin to block him. Denny Hamlin takes the lead from Daytona. Now shuffling around mid-pack. Jimmy Johnson trying to figure out what lane he wants to be in. Now here comes J.J. Yaley. Here comes Paul Menard. They're looking at 3. They're looking at 4 wide in a turn 3. There is no way this ends well. 4 wide. Martin backs out of it, and they make it out alive. I cannot believe they just did that. You don't think they're racing crazy here at Daytona? Well, they are now. Three wide still for the lead as J.J. Yaley gets that number 1 car to the front. Taking the lead from Paul Menard. Goes up to block the run from the top. Here comes Dale Jr. down low, or rather in the middle. Down low is Kyle Busch. He's got a push from the 6 of David Reagan. Reagan not quite able to get him up there. He's still got a lot of momentum in that 5 car. The 06 right down on the door of the 5. That's going to slow everybody down. Dale Jr. pulls out in front. He's going to take a sizable lead, but he might have gotten too far out in front. Through the tri-oval here, 3 wide. They are right on each other. Contact, and around goes Menard. He's going to collect Jimmy Johnson. They spin in front of the field. Only 2 cars involved. Oh, I spoke too soon because here comes the field. My goodness, Menard got leveled and he's flipping wildly. Justin Dirks in the 70. Jimmy Johnson, his car is killed. David Stremme destroyed. The 77 of Curtis Davis destroyed. The 10 of Dave Blaney. I mean, all of these cars that were involved in that wreck got completely wiped out. Racing back to the caution flag now is Dale Jr. and Mark Martin side by side to the line. It's going to be close, but it's going to be Jr. hanging on. What in the world just happened? Hamlin a little bit indecisive on where he wanted to go. Got into the back of the 15. They scatter to avoid the spinning 48 and 15 cars, and the rest of the field comes along and just right into the left front wheel well of the 15 car. I mean, I'd say nowhere to go, but they had the brake pedal. They came flying in there. They all kind of scattered, tried to go low. Oh, man, that is a violent wreck. Huge impact. Everybody in that little pack just got obliterated there. Jimmy Johnson's car is killed. I mean, everybody involved in that. Their cars are completely KO'd, and that'll be it for them. Now, luckily, we don't count injuries in the lower divisions, so yeah, that's that. I think we're going to get rid of the injuries altogether. It's just too much to worry about. But here we go. It's going to be a green-white checkers. We're extending the race by a lap to try and complete this one. Dale Jr. and Mark Martin, your front row. Green flag back in the air. Ford versus Chevy here at the front. Kyle Busch peeking his nose out there. Looks like he wants to try and make it 3 wide. Can't quite get the run. But knowing Kyle Busch, he probably would have if he had the chance to there. Now down the backstretch on this restart. Dale Earnhardt Jr. pulling away. Drivers trying to figure out where they want to go. Here comes Hamlin and Hmiel to the inside. Way to the inside. Their Cup teammates. Now they're going to push each other past Kyle Busch into the lead. Or to the second spot, I should say. Off turn 4, coming to the white flag. One more time around for Dale Jr. here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. just needs to hang on for one more lap here at Daytona. 2 more sets of corners. Counting through 1 and 2 for the final time now. Hmiel and Hamlin. Contact being made. They're on the apron. They're going to save it. Pushing a little bit too hard. And that might have cost them there. They're losing time. They're losing time quickly. Here comes Kelly Byers in the 47. Hmiel back down the block. Byers. They're all over each other's bumpers now. No lifting. Off turn 4. No competition for Dale Jr. He's going to see the checkered flag. And he wins from Daytona. And at the stripe for third, it was a dead heat. But Hamlin edges him out at the line. What a race from Daytona. What a way to kick off the season. The Money Grand National Series. That's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.